Let me tell you what Frantz Fanon understood way before the world caught up. Colonialism was not just a system, it was an architecture, a design, a deliberate construction of inferiority in the psychology, the politics, and the culture of African people. And toward the African Revolution is Fanon walking us through this architecture with a scalpel in his hand. So in the book, Fanon says you can't negotiate colonialism, you can't negotiate it, you can't improve it, because colonialism is a violence dressed up as civilization, order, and discipline. And the kind of revolution that he calls for is it's not cosmetic, it's not polite. It's not the kind that produces handshakes and press releases. It's a rupture, it's a breakage, it's the tearing down of a system that was meant to keep black people in a permanent state of apology. And Fanon tells us that liberation is not just about the land, the constitution, and the flags, but rather about the mind, just like Biko said. Because a colonized mind is a battlefield, and the biggest victory is not the one outside, but rather the one inside. Because now, the moment a people stop believing the colonizers' lies about them, the entire empire begins to shake. And you want to know what's interesting? Fanon warns us about the dangers after independence when the struggle ends and the elite step in. The Western educated, suit wearing, rhetoric polished African bourgeoisies who inherit the throne instead of the revolution. He tells us that they will mimic the colonizer instead of dismantling him. They will rule instead of liberating. They will manage instead of transforming. And Fanon calls them out before they even arrive. He says they will betray the people because they were never part of them. And unfortunately, we're seeing that today. And this book is not a prophecy. It's a diagnosis of a continent that is still wrestling with leaders who still wear liberation like a costume but still govern like colonizers. A continent where the struggle ended, but the psychology of subjugation was never fully exercised. And this book, Toward African Revolution, is Fanon demanding that Africa stop negotiating with systems designed to erase it. It is him insisting that liberation is a project, political, economic, and psychological. It is him declaring that freedom without dignity is not freedom, it is simply new management. And Fanon is not asking Africa to rise, he is telling Africa to rise, to reclaim itself, to break free from the architecture of colonialism, not patch it